Unique Mecca Audio here, man. I'm here with Big Herc, all the way from Portsmouth, man. Tell them who you are, where you from, and I got you.
Yeah, my name is Herc. I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia, London Oaks housing projects, Washington Park housing projects.
Okay, now me and my brother, Peter, aka Khalif, rest in peace. We used to go down there through Alabama and all that, and mess with a brother named Hamel, and old heads that's watching, they'll know who Hamel is. You know what I mean?
Hamel,
yeah. You know what I mean? So you official, you know who Hamel is, so you already know.
No doubt, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he was running things back then. I'm talking about 88, 89, you know what I mean?
Right.
But his name is known out there. But anyway, what was it like growing up out there? I want you to bring us up through your childhood, what you saw, growing up. What was it like in the park you was from?
Oh man, I grew up in a single parent household. My mom, and my uncles and aunts and everything. So we grew up in Washington Park, and we moved to London Oaks in like 1978. So, like my upbringing was everything was good. Just regular, growing up young black man, young black boy growing up, and in the city, in the projects, and just had big dreams of.
And how old was you then?
Oh man,
I know you was young. I'm just saying.
Man, I was like, when we moved to London Oaks, I was like maybe like 7, 8 or something.
See,
like that.
Beautiful. And that was what, 70?
78.
78,
Yeah.
beautiful. That now we could talk. But now I want to know about 85.
85.
How old was you in 85?
Let's see, 13.
Okay, so now what did you see as a 13-year-old child in 1985 in Portsmouth? Give me that picture and how it took you into seeing drugs and moving forward.
Oh man, so I remember like in 85, you come outside of your house, your apartment, and things was changing from, like early 80s to the mid 80s. You seen different, when I say different, like this guy over here, one minute he was this way, the next minute he's like this.
Yeah, he got all the money.
Yeah, you were like, dang, what's going on, man? Like, you see this stuff and you say, man, he come up, he pull up in the Saabs and the BMWs and you're like, dang.
And that's what you want.
I did.
You know what I mean?
I did.
Did you see that now you want that?
Yeah, I did. And it was just like, my brother, Lil Rick, he was he did what he could do, because he was the man of the house, we didn't have a father growing up, so he was the man of the house, so he did what he could do to make sure that we had things that we needed, and he had stepped out there and got his feet wet, and he was all right. He did okay.
Okay. And what type of drug was that in 85?
Man, that was that heroin.
That was
that heroin.
See, Portsmouth was known for that heroin. That's why I asked. Over Norfolk and all that, they in Hampton and all that, they had cocaine in 85, powder cocaine. While it was sliding over into the crack era. But back then, they was running that straight heroin over there.
Yeah.
They were still, you know what I mean? They were still with that era. So how did you get involved with it?
Oh man, so what happened is, like my brother, he was doing his thing, and he, like I said, he did it to make sure that we was all right. When you doing these type of things, there's the consequences that comes with that, and the consequences of his actions was FBI picked him up. He got indicted, locked him up.
What year was that?
That was in 89.
Oh, he was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
Oh, so what did he get?
He got 7.
Oh, he did good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's when they were just coming in. The laws wasn't there yet. Yeah, it didn't kick in yet.
Yeah.
Like, that's good. Where he did it at Petersburg?
No, he was in Morgan. He went to Morgantown first. Well, he was in Petersburg first for receiving. Then he went to Morgantown. Then he slid to Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how did you get involved in it? What was it like for you? Like, what was your first time touching something?
I was saying, I was playing ball at first. I played football. I was really good at football, and like when Rick get locked up, I was like, man, I was used to certain things, And you know, I was playing ball, and he used to call me and tell me, "Oh man, continue to play that ball, continue to you know, run that ball, and maybe, you know," he didn't say maybe, he said, "You're gonna make it." You know, but like, you need, like I'm saying, man, it was, you know, you used to this thing, and then all of a sudden it's taken away from you.
Yeah.
So you say,
now you gotta provide for
you
you.
say, man, yo, you know, I got to do this for myself. You know, I mean, you know, me and my man's Derek, we had that's my childhood friend. We grew up together, man. We you know, came up and he was my brother. He to this day he's still my brother. So we put our heads together, and he was like, man, you know, we can do what he was doing.
Yeah.
So it was just a thought at first. You know, it wasn't you know, we didn't act on it. It was just a thought. You know, sitting in the room, we thought about it and everything. So one day it was at the car wash. It was a car wash right beside London Notes, where I grew up at, and that's the first time I had actually met my man Eastwood. I met Wood. Yeah, man,
Wood.
yeah. And I was sitting. My brother had brought me a scooter, so I was sitting on the scooter, and I was talking to some girls in the car, and my man Wood had pulled up. You know, he pulled up. He was in his car wash. I think Wood was driving a Milano. Casey was driving a BMW. Banner was driving the side. It was just so many exotic luxury cars. I was, you know,
I'm on in.
Young.
Yeah, I'm on in.
Damn, that's what I like. You know, I'm looking. And Wood came over. Yo, what's up, man? I said, all right, what's up? You know, young teenager, what's up? How you doing? He was like, let me see that for a minute. My bike, my scooter. I was like, yeah, go ahead. He zip up and down the street, zip, zip, zip. Come back, yo, trying to sell this? And I was like, nah, I'm gonna hold on to this. And he was like, if you change your mind, let me know. And so his man Casey, Portsmouth, and said, what you doing later on? He said, yo, meet me out Lincoln Park. I know what Lincoln Park is. Lincoln Park is nowhere you just want to just pop up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Lincoln Park was popping.
Yeah, you just, you know, I'm like, okay, you Lincoln Park. He was like, yeah, you meet me over. He gave me the address, and I said, okay. So later on that night, me and Derek went over there and pulled up, and you know, Casey said, Wood want you to get this right here, and he gave me a big bag of, we used to call them 50 blocks, and he sell for $50 a piece.
Yeah, tell me the 50 blocks.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think I was like maybe like 16, 17 at that time, and he said, take these. Wood said, go down the belly. Half yours, half mine.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so I'm adding up in my head, and he give Derek the same bag. I'm like, okay, so we hop on the scooter, we go to Washington Park, where I grew up at. We knew it was popping out there. So
That big crack was popping there.
yeah, crack had hit the scene hard.
Yeah, look at the camera when you talk.
Crack had hit the scene hard, like it was.
Tell them how it felt like when it hit.
Oh man, it was a different world back there, man. Like it just hit on the scene. It was, man, everything was happening. Like things that you thought was out of reach of. It was reachable. You know what I'm saying? Financially, you know, it was like
it became
man,
reachable when they cracked.
I can't get this. You know, I can't get this. So we get out there, we set up shop. One person, we told one person, gave it to him. That one person told 10. That 10 told 20.
Talking about the pack that Wood gave you.
That would. Finished that pack in like 30 minutes. It's like, oh shit. Go take it back to him. Get another pack. Packs kept getting bigger and bigger. But, you know, I must say this about Wood, though. He was rather if you was making him 20 grand or 2 grand, he treated everybody the same. Like,
Okay, that's what the boss do.
yeah, he didn't treat.
I'm gonna break down who Wood is at the end of this story.
Yeah,
okay?
he didn't treat no one any different. Like, you bringing me 20, you bringing me 2, you bringing me 200. He treated everybody the same. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love that man to this day. That's my brother.
Yeah, he spoke very highly of you too. You know
Yeah.
that's you. You know.
Yeah,
But So now the bags got bigger. So then, how did you elevate? Where did you go from there?
The bags got bigger, and of course this got bigger as well. My head got big. You know, you go
Like, what did you buy? What did you do with the money?
Oh man,
When the money started
first,
coming in.
oh man, I
The
remember
first big things you started buying. What's the first thing you wanted to buy when you saw your first money?
my first money. I was like, me and Derek, I did bike. I had the little scooter. You know, we riding. You know, I didn't have a license at that time. You know, so I riding the scooter. So I wrecked my scooter. I wrecked the scooter, and me and Derek was still in high school. We was at Wilson High School, so we was in high school, and we went to this Honda motorcycle dealership. And we just copped 2 brand new red scooters. Drove them to school the next day. You know, we went from in the lunch line. The lunch, we used to have lunch tickets here.
The token, like
the free ticket,
free,
free lunch,
free meal.
Yeah, you know. At one time we went from scrambling with $1 to get a snack like the donuts and the juice to go to lunch the next day. You know, after we meet.
Unique Mecca audio, man. We back in. You know, I paused it for a minute.
Yeah.
We was at the day after you met Wood.
Yeah.
You was pulling money out your pocket now. Instead of scrambling for $1 in your pocket and a token the day before, trying to buy a snack for a couple of cents. You know what I mean? Now you pulling out big knots. You know what I mean? So tell me what was that was like the day after you met Wood, when you pulled the big knot out your pocket. How did you feel? How did the people look? The lunch lady, everybody.
The lunch lady was looking at us like, looking at me like, I know what time it is, you know, but it was all good. I mean, she wanted something to eat, I would have bought her something to eat. You know, it was just good. It was just all of it. We were just having a ball, man.
It was a good feeling to be able to do that.
To take care of the people you love, and you know, just show love to everybody. You know, we was just having a ball, man. We young, pocket full of money up in there. We were living in this Super 8. It was a hotel in Portsmouth. We were living up there on the top floor in the suite. Me and my man there, we had the whole suite there. Went from scrambling, going to the shopping mall there in this Foot Locker, looking at the shoes and saying, yeah, well, I'm gonna come back and get these one day. To going in Foot Locker and saying, let me get those, you know. It's just grabbing all the bags.
And give me all colors.
Give me.
Don't forget that.
What you got?
Yeah.
Just give me all colors in that size 10. Something like Jay-Z did on Streets is Wild. Give me that.
Exactly. So, you know, how did your friends look at you back then?
Man.
Your peers, the ones that wasn't doing it, that didn't have the connect, that didn't meet Woods yet, or didn't meet A Woods yet.
They wanted down. They wanted down. They wanted in. They wanted, how can I get down? What can I do? How can I be a part of this? You know? Okay, so then what did you do after that? No, did you ever try and get workers, or you was just comfortable doing it, doing your money? You know,
so how did
the
you
clientele had built so much
that
you had to recruit. You had to recruit, you know, and I grabbed this guy, that guy, this girl, that girl. You know, everybody that wanted in and wanted some money and wanted to take care of their people, yeah, let's do it. And we did it, We had a good time doing it. You know, and everything was good. You know, you had your haters everywhere. That's like right to this day. You got haters everywhere. You know, shit, we didn't care. Y'all want something? Let y'all get something. You know.
All right. So what was the first car you bought?
Oh man, the first car I bought was a Honda. I bought a Honda and I put some BBSs on it.
Oh, you put the BBs?
I took it to man, what's those guys over there in Norfolk? It was off Virginia Beach Boulevard. They was doing
the white guys.
Now the other
wasn't it near like a little strip club?
The cats from they was off of Virginia Beach. I forget, car design, something like that. Dropped it off. They put the wing on the back. They put the BBSs on it. Sound system. You couldn't tell me nothing right there. You know.
You went right back to the project. What projects you go through first?
Washingtondc. As soon as I come through the tunnel.
Get out of here.
Straight music loud.
Give me the tour you made. Give me the tour you made after you bought the drunk. Got your music bumping, your BBs on it. You want everybody to see you like what that drunk Minister Society with Kane when he pulled up. Describe your Kane moment.
Man, you know, you're sitting back, man. Like I said, my brother Derek, he on the passenger side, I'm on the driver's side. You know, we rode. We went through Washington Park, South Side, Academy Park, Swanson Home, Dale's Home, Lincoln Park, Jada, Outer Park. We wrote London Note everywhere. Just ride, music bumping.
And how everybody look when you coming through there like that?
Oh pull up, park the car, you know, get out. They looking at the car. Oh man, get in, listen to the music. You know, it was just everybody just.
It was all love, and they were proud of it.
All of it.
And that was the fuel to make you go further.
Yeah, but you know, then like I said earlier, it was, you know, you went from these guys, these cats, you know, you're looking up to these dudes when you was growing up, and then those same dudes looking up to you, and
asking you for a job.
Yeah, I need some help, need a job. Yeah. How can I get down? Yeah, and you was able to help those dudes because you respect them, and at the same time, when you showing love to those guys, you learn from those guys. Just because they wasn't at their peak anymore, that doesn't mean you couldn't learn from them. So I learned from them. Right. I still, right to this day, I know I still keep in the back of my mind some advice those cats gave me. You know?
Yeah, that's good. When people leave a lasting impression on you like that. That's why I say that when you die, you don't ever die because your spirit live on. It just depends on how many people you touch, for how long and wide, you know, your reach go with your spirit, you know. So now you're getting all the money and all that. So, you know, cause like we used to live, I used to be over here in Norfolk a lot. You know what I mean? Plus it was up Hampton, we moved around. But I mean, we used to be like, man, let's go to Portsmouth. So we'll pick the nighttime normally to go through there because the breeze was better and it's like nothing else to do. So you feel a little daring. You know what I mean? Going over to Portsmouth, you feel a little daring. So, you know, you drop the top, you go over there, you know, you throw the joint on the seat, got to be ready with quick reach because they don't play over there. Let's get that straight. You know what I mean? But, you know, you just want to go for a little ride, want to go through the tunnel and, you know, driving a European car, the MPV, you got a few people with you. So I know y'all done shot through the tunnel and came over to Norfolk. When you went over to Norfolk?
You know, we ride through Young's Park, Herc Park.
I interviewed dude from Young's Park yesterday. Go ahead.
Yeah, Herc Park, Young's Park.
Bootney, shout out to Bootney.
Randy Park, Huntersville.
Call out the names. I wanted them to hear their names. They say shout out. Tell them what's the tour? You come through the tunnel.
So we come through the tunnel. We get off the exit. We come through Tidewater Park. We hit Tidewater Park first. After we go through Tidewater, go across the Carrot. Then we go to Young. Huntersville. We hit Huntersville, get on Tidewater Drive, go to Northview. Bootleg back around from Northview. We coming back up to we'll miss Moulton. We'll come back from Northview, come to Moulton Park. Granny Park was our last stop, then we back to the two.
Came back to the two? How many numbers you'll get in that cruise? Man. How many numbers you get?
At least 20 to 30. Easy.
Just because they know you from Portsmouth. You know what I mean? You know, they like out of towners down here too. You know, and vice versa. Everybody wants somebody different because dudes in the neighborhood grew up with them and take them for granted. You coming through now, you see them, you like, oh, I mean, she bad. You know what I mean? When everybody's like, man, ain't nothing but la-la. You know what I mean? But to you,
Granny Park, then we hit the tunnel. Next day, do it all over again. We get up. This is my routine as you get up. I always said I was gonna stay in school. That didn't work out the way I wanted to, but I tried. So I stayed, you know. But when you know, I remember me and Derek, I said, Derek, look, man, we're gonna always do this school thing, man. Regardless of how much bread we get, we're gonna do this school thing. So he's like, all right, shook on it. Things don't work out that way. We intended on, you know, work out that way. But when that bread starts stacking up and, you know, the demand for what you got is a bust. You like, I remember.
And you can't get enough. But what you remember?
That morning, you know, I get up. I was like, Derek, come on, get up, man. I'm ready to go to school. Wim downstairs picking us up. Derek was like, man, I ain't going today. He said, all right, man, I'm gone. So I go to school. I come back. Wim was the driver we had, older guy. He'll pick us up. And drop me off at school. I get back from school, go to the room.
Give him a couple of rocks, you know. Ain't good for that.
That's that he good.
So
go back to the room, get a pad. I'm ready to go out Washingtondc. Derek already out there. Pockets this big.
Because you was at school.
I was at school.
He done beat you up. Ain't talking about, man, where you was at?
That's something right to eat. I said, what you got to do? I said, man, I'm ready to go to the mall. I said, you gonna take the car? He said, yeah, I'm gone.
You know what I mean?
You know, I couldn't drive the car to school because, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to die on you.
Yeah, so Derek, take the car, you go to the mall.
And that's why William was taking.
Yeah, William taking us.
Yeah, that's why he taking you so you don't have to drive your job.
So Derek already at the mall. I'm out there. I'm right behind him. Hey, yo, where you at? I'm still at the mall. I'm on my way. Yeah, hit me up on the page.
Remember the pages?
Yeah. Beep, beep.
Right.
Yeah, I still remember mine was 01. That was my code, my man D.
Yeah.
It was 02. Hit me
Yeah,
back.
mine was 777.
77.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So
Or
we go-
151.
Yeah, we go to the mall.
For the block I was on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and we go, and at that time, we was doing so many numbers at such a young age, and we had the buzz, the hype, you know. So we 17, and it was this club called, I know you, the Blue Fox.
Oh yeah, cool.
Fox, man, everything was. Whew. So we go there, we get in the Blue Fox, 17 years old. No ID, 17 years old.
Cause you get money, they already know you're a man now.
Walk right in.
Yeah.
Then had to wait, just go right in. 17 years old, me and Derek. You know, we go to the room, get dressed, go to the Blue Fox. You know, at that time, you know, my girlfriend, she was there. I was reckless, but I had my girlfriend.
Let's hear this reckless story.
Yeah, I was reckless with the women. I had, you know, like I said, it's just something like a ball player. You know, when you got that fame, you got that fame, and you got that bread and that fame, you know, that what comes with it, a lot of attention. And I had a lot of attention from females, but I had my girlfriend. And, you know, I go to the Blue Fox, and she didn't like that. So then she'll come, and I say, no, Keisha, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah, you already know you had other stock. There's other stock in that state.
Yeah, we gotta go home. So I, you know, used to take her home, just, you know, get away from that so I can come back and do my dirt. Man, it was, Portsmouth was, man, 1990, was that 90, 91, man, it was, like you said earlier, man, it was
a mother.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. It was a mother. Put it this
You
way.
had to be on point at all
time because Norfolk was turned up now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Norfolk was turned up.
Yeah.
But Portsmouth was on 10. It was on steroids, as they say now. You know what I mean? Because of that heroin.
Yeah.
You know, dudes just go harder for it because their body gotta have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That crack make a nigga tell stories and tap dance and do anything to get it. But that heroin make the gorilla come out to get the gorilla and the monkey off his back.
Yeah, you couldn't take no time off, no days off, no minutes off. You had to be on point all the time. Like, you know, like what they got going on now, you know, that's on them. But you know, it's another story. But like I said, back in the day, you had to be on point. You know, you not just had the dudes coming at you. Or this crew coming at you, had the police, they was gangster than the dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh heck yeah, the police, they
gangster. They like
they wanted in.
Yeah. See, it wasn't no cell phones where you can record with their actions, man. Those dudes come up and they was just like they had their own crew.
Yeah.
Then you got this crew. Then you got this crew. Then you know it was. Yeah, dog eat dog, every man for themselves. Them dudes, yeah, it was hard.
Yeah, like I always say, yo, they wanted in, man. They wanted in everything. If you getting it, they wanted it. They don't care if you got a gambling joint, if you got a bootleg joint. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? If you got a crack joint, you know what I mean? Powder, heroin, whatever you got. When they feel you making, you know, too much money, as they say, he got to break me off. Yeah. That's how the police saw you got to break me off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come up, you know, see the packs laying down. Money, your party come up, grab the pack, stick it in their jacket, pat you down. What's this? I don't know. It's yours? Ain't mine.
Yeah.
Put it in their pocket and leave.
And go. And they
you
have
out.
you.
Yeah, you out. You still can make you some more money because you ain't going with them. You know, so it was love. You to take it. You got it.
If you get caught slipping, you know, you give it up. That's all it is.
It was yours.
You know,
we talk about the cops. We ain't talking about the sticker
Yeah.
or the other crew.
But that's why I said caught slipping, because instead of putting it away or stashing it in your shoe or put it in the glove box or put it in the trunk, in a briefcase, whatever amount it is or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, you left it out with it. See, they got the eye go.
Yeah.
You good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usually when they pull me over, I just drop something on the seat anyway.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And when I'm talking, I'll be like, oh, and I just put it on the dashboard. Oh, you need my license registration? Well, I got $5,000 on the dashboard. I'm over here in the glove box.
Yeah.
And they look at the money, looking at me, and you know what I
There you
mean?
go.
Man, by the time I turn around, they going, the money
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
sirens going up the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, you just got to know how to approach them with it. All right, so you start stepping up now. So you moving up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now, how is Wood and them moving up?
Oh man, it was, you know.
Being they was the ones hitting you, so they understand the levels to this. I like everybody to understand that there's levels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how was they moving up now?
They
Because you copping more,
Yeah.
so they making more.
Yeah.
And they wasn't screwing up money, so they was still growing.
He was making more money than he was ever before, but he stayed the same dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just like, I remember going to meet him one time. He was at Lincoln Park, and he had just copped a new beam, brand new joint,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't even give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want to drive it? Well, let me drive your car. Like, yeah, go ahead, drive it. See how you like it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a stick.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to drive a stick. He didn't care. He said, go ahead, try it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, are you serious? This is a brand new car.
Mm-hmm.
I get in there. He didn't care. Pull back around, you know. He said, how you like it? I guess it was all right. I guess I did all
I know
right.
it didn't like me, but
Yeah, but yeah, that's the type of dude he was, man. He was just a good guy, man, you know. And like I said, that bread, that money didn't change, dude. Dude was just like,
because that's a man of honor.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, for y'all to understand what we're talking about, this is a man that when it was time for him to go to trial, they charged him with a kingpin charge like me. And a lot of his co-defendants was going to trial. And when it was going to trial, and they had his woman at the time on trial with him. You know what I mean? He stood up and took the stand and broke up the whole joint, the whole conspiracy, and, you know, let it be known that he wasn't no kingpin and that they was working for him. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean that nobody was working for him, that he was doing his own thing, that this one didn't work for him. My girl didn't know about the key you find behind the refrigerator, because when she used to go to sleep, I used to come in and put it behind the fridge myself, you know, whatever. But bottom line is he claimed responsibility for everything to free his soldiers, because that's how a captain do. You know what I mean? That's Eastwood, that's Wood we talking about. You know what I mean? So you understand, but you know, there's men, and it's men of honor, and that's what he's talking about when he said he let him drive the car like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Because all we got is each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are our brother's keeper. You know what I mean? And you know, so how was it with the rest of his crew though?
And he had a couple of cats with him that was cool. You know, like, you know, Poison. Poison had one. He ended up getting arrested and deported back to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had Bounham and well, Hitler, those guys. They was all cool. There's a couple of them that I just
No.
You
said you say real names, so you already know. You talking about
I didn't fool with the rest of
because
them.
the brothers he just named, you know, they did the same thing. They held it down. They all got life, and then they got the clemency from Obama, and they all came home, and they all beat me home. But you know, they kept it 100 whenever I called them, and you know, they still do. You know, because that's how men do.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, so you got a chance to be around all of them.
Yeah.
So what was it like from like 88 up down here in Virginia area? Give me that.
88, as far as the money wise.
Yeah, money, the cars, the drugs. So now everybody's elevating. So when did the town start looking like? When did Portsmouth start looking like in 89? You know what I mean?
It went
88,
from
89 going into 90.
Went from have not to having.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What's that Tyler Perry? The haves and the
The haves, the have-not.
Man,
Something like
it
that.
went like that, like overnight.
Yeah.
Like cats that you seen over here that wasn't where they wanted to be at.
Mm-hmm.
It was like overnight, everybody was getting money. Like everybody was getting money. It was just good. It was all
Everybody driving fancy
cars. It was almost like a battle.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Exactly.
oh, you got BBS? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Then you come out with the BBS, the sounds, the pipe seats. Okay, all right, you got that. I come back the next day, BBS, pipe seat, sunroof. It was, you know, you were doing it.
Everybody take it a step up, take it to another level.
And you know, like I said, when that 88, 90, early 90, when they crack jumped on the scene, it was just like, everything was just different. It was shit. Like to this day now, being a 48-year-old man, you know, I can still remember those days, and that was like almost 30 years ago, and I can remember those days like it was yesterday because it was good days. You know, don't get me, we had the bad and the good, but the good outweighed the bad.
And that's how you balance it.
Yeah.
That's definitely how you balance it.
Yeah.
You know? So that's where we at though, but so all that, you know, just even thinking back on it, and that's why I just paused for a minute. It's like I did 26 years for that, and I'm telling you it wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? And I was way up there. You know what I mean? All that wasn't worth it because 26 years ain't nothing to play with. You know what I mean? 5 years started being like it was nothing. You know what I mean? Like if somebody told me something happened in 5 years, I'm like, okay, that's like, you know, tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how time became. 5 years was nothing. 2 years, 3 years. They used to put me in a hole for a year, 2 years, 3 years. You know what I mean? In isolation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that became nothing. You know what I mean? Because time was nothing. You know what I mean? When they give you time like that. You know what I mean? So if you want to twist your mind up like that, you know, you keep doing it. That's why we got out of it. We tell you it ain't worth it. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, man. And I just wanted to give a little quick one just to get the homie to really just share what was going on in Portsmouth, because we was over in Norfolk, so we ain't trying to leave nobody out. You know what I mean? Because, you know, Virginia in general was popping. You know what I mean? But like I said, you know, let's see the comments on it as far as what was popping more, what place was popping more, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Portsmouth, or Chesapeake? You know what I mean? Let's see. You know what I mean? I say Portsmouth. I remember Portsmouth. I ain't saying it 'cause I'm sitting here. I mean, I'm saying out my mouth, that's my opinion. From when I remember coming down here, Portsmouth wasn't nothing to play with. You know what I mean? Norfolk was fire too. Everywhere was, you know, they had men. You know what I mean? Because we got, you know, like I said, Kenny Speed in the movie. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, you got men over there. I ain't saying that, but I'm saying just the whole, it's just like how, you know, Brooklyn was turned up, you know, more on violence than Harlem, and Harlem was more turned up on money. You know, everywhere is more turned up on something depending on the economical, you know, upbringing and background. You know what I mean? But I choose Portsmouth. You know what I mean? Now, y'all tell me why. Y'all don't agree with that.
Shout out to my Newport News homeboys too. They was.
Oh yeah, my case was up there. My man Matumbo and all them was up there. You know what I mean? Everybody was up there. Newport News definitely get money. What they call bad news.
Bad news. Yeah.
You know, they definitely represent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. But at that time, you had the college over there, that Hampton over there, that kept a lot of the bullshit in check. Cause they had a college. That's why they say Newport News. Cause at Hampton University, they wasn't playing over there. You know what I mean? My brother got arrested so much time for trespassing, you wouldn't believe it. You know? Because remember their own police used to drive around that joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
pull you over and all that. But yeah, now we done. We get ready to end it. Just wanted to wrap it up, man. All right, everything good. Yeah. Yeah, I can't good. I just put some visual behind this picture.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could Consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.